Hey all, Kunik here, back with another D&D story. This one from a DM who was playing a 2nd edition game back in the mid-90s, who ended up becoming that guy of the situation. Anyways, let's roll for initiative and get to the story. This is a horror story where I was the horror at the table. I was in high school at the time and was a pretty regular RPG player. I was that power thespian drama geek that believed table role-playing was the perfect way to practice my improv and acting skills. Cringe, I know. I was invited to a local gaming club's table for a new 2nd edition campaign that was starting up. Surprisingly, for the years 1992 to 1996, it was a good mix of boys and girls. I rolled up a barbarian with low intelligence, but high charisma. He was everyone's favorite lovable oaf in furs and a giant sword. The female paladin and I would oft fight back-to-back and high-five across the table when we smashed our enemies. Then it came to happen that my barbarian died. A combination of bad dice rolls and getting surrounded by kobolds after overextending ahead of the party. After the session, the DM came to me with an idea that the kobolds didn't really kill me and that the rest of the party would find me tied up in a later area of the dungeon. I declined and said that I'd like to play a new character. We had been playing for a while and the other players could all see that I was great at playing the big, dumb, lovable oaf. Now it was time to stretch my acting muscles and play against type. Enter my edgelord, chaotic, stupid, snarky, sarcastic, and sexist half-elf bard. 2nd edition AD&D, the bard is a subclass of the rogue class. I would go on to play him as crass, aloof, full of himself, and out for only himself. My go-to was the tried and true, but that's what my character would do. I wasn't my character in real life. The rest of the players, not the party, had to know I was playing the type, right? Yeah, I became that guy. It all came to a head when we had uncovered the Lich's phylactery and were deciding what to do with it. The female spoke up and, wait for it, my character responded with, "Women are meant to be seen, not heard. Why don't you let men decide what to do?" The table was shocked, visibly so, and I was proud that I had my heel moment in the spotlight. 'Cause that's what my character would do. I am 42 years old now and still remember my day at the table vividly. I also remember not being invited back and the DM telling me that was not cool. In my repeated attempts to defend my actions as, "That's what my character would do," and finally his dodging my calls and not wanting to speak with me at school. The same went with the other players. That experience transformed me in my entire outlook and approach for social interactions, not only with my players, but with my peers. I DM mostly nowadays, but I reflect on those moments of poor judgment often, and can even share the story regularly with new players at my table. Before any campaign, short adventure, or even one-shots, character creation happens as a group activity. This fosters a healthy creative environment and stops the cringeworthy edgelord characters before their creation. I collect a list of cool things the players would like to do during the game. I have them give me a list of yes, maybe, no way topics. In case we start diving into maybe and no way topics, I have yellow and red cards at the table. On a yellow, we'll steer the session away from the subject matter or have it happen off screen. On a red, it's full stop, and we just go another way and never bring up the subject again. I thank you for reading. If you are a DM or a player and have the young version of me at your table, I'm here to tell you, as an old grognard, some of us are redeemable. While it may not happen overnight or happen during the after-table discussion, some of us see the light and it changes us forever. Yeah, I don't even know how to react to this one. Yeah, I think if you are that guy at the table, the best thing you could do is learn from your mistake. Sometimes it makes sense to play that kind of a character, but you really need to make sure that everyone is on board with it and that no one would be offended by it. So when OP talks about at the end there setting the yes, maybe, no way topics, that's effectively what he's doing. That way, if you have someone that you want to be a misogynist, you need to make sure that everyone at the table is on board with that before you even attempt it. The fact that he just came out of the blue with it with his older party and had not confirmed it was an okay topic with them is what ultimately led to that decision. But if everyone knew in advance, it would certainly be okay. So that's probably the biggest takeaway here. If you're wanting to do anything that hurts the line of the norm, just run it by your DM, run it by your party beforehand, just so that they are fully aware of where you plan to take your character. And if they say no to that, respect their wishes and steer clear of what you had originally planned. Anyhow, that's all for this story. As always, you can find the source of it in the description of the video. So you can always go there and check the comments and see what everyone else is replying to the situation. You know, maybe if you're a DM, you'll find an additional way to go about handling this kind of a situation in one of your games. But beyond that, if you enjoyed the content of this video, please give us a like and subscribe to help further grow the channel. We're going to be putting out one of these videos every other day. So if you're seeing this video the day it comes out, 2 days from now there's going to be another video coming out at the same time. And yeah, take care and have fun role-playing.